All right. Hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It's Nigel once again, and this is going to be another wrestling review. And actually, this is going to be another wrestling review. I want to get at the last of the Royal Rumble reviews out of the way before the month of January is over. So sorry, this is going up so late that in the next video, but I want to get at least two more. Now, this originally wasn't on the agenda, but I realized we are going to need this for for a couple other matches that we're actually going to be doing next week. I figured they'd throw in this review. Back in 1999, and then actually, we got to dial it back a little bit to 1998. Didn't mean to do the Jey Uso running back, but so we're gonna dial it back to 1998, back at Survivor Series when The Rock became the corporate champion and turned on the people, and was revealed to be the true one that Mr. McMahon and the rest of the corporation was helping all along instead of Mankind slash Mick Foley. So now Mick Foley has been on the warpath. He and The Rock have been feuding ever since, and Mankind actually beat The Rock on the January 4th episode of Raw in order to win the WWF Championship, which was notable for a couple reasons. Number one, because it was the same episode as the Finger Poke of Doom, great, just wonderful. Well, uh, but also because of the sheer moment of Mankind finally grabbing that brass ring that people had been wanting him to grab for quite some time. But The Rock was not finished with Mankind just yet, and so he challenged Mankind to a WWF title match at the Royal Rumble. Initially, Mankind refused until Mankind proposed that it be an I Quit match. What happened in the I Quit match, and why does me having a legitimate headache right now seem kind of ironic when it comes to this match? Let's find out. I'm of course talking about The Rock versus Mankind back at the Royal Rumble 1999, a match I reviewed a few years ago, back in 2023, I believe. Even so, we're going to take another look at it here. Now, of course, as always, I'm not professional wrestling reviewer or analyst or anything like that. Just a man who enjoys a good time, and I, for the most part, had a really good time going back to rewatch this match. This match was very it was fun in a lot of ways. It was very brutal in a lot of ways, and just quite a bit going on with this match. At As 1998 moved into 1999. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, if you've seen these reviews, excuse me. My goodness, I cannot talk today. If you've seen these reviews of mine before, you kind of already know how this works. If you haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and disliked about the match. I kind of already gave you the rundown of how we got here, or just a few moments ago, in my little preamble there. So I guess we can now skip that part. Starting with what I liked, very good back and forth. A lot of parallels between this and the match I just reviewed yesterday, that being Shawn Michaels versus Triple H at Royal 2004. Or I was gonna say also in the Last Man Standing, but this is an I Quit match instead of the Last Man Standing as Shawn and Triple H was. So if you haven't already, go check out that review. And speaking of which, that's the other thing, the other thread throughout this match that makes it more entertaining is his them asking each other, both that being Mankind and The Rock, both taking turns asking each other if they quit after delivering offense, and usually having some funny retorts. Or it's among those, The Rock tells Mankind to kiss his ass, Mankind tells The Rock to go to hell. Which The Rock then retorts that, saying, "Hey, if I'm going to hell, your candy ass is going first," or something to that effect. So good banter in that regards, and absolutely just it's all kinds of brutality. He's some kind of more creative spots as opposed to Michaels and Triple H, such as when Mankind is thrown off of off of like the railing. So there's like a railing area above, and it's kind of a drop. It's kind of hard to describe. I might put a photo on the screen if I can find one. But Mankind is thrown off of there into the electrical box, and the sparks go everywhere. The lights actually cut out. And afterward, they're like um, checking on Mankind, and The Rock does look concerned, but then goes right back into character, saying, he's gonna make Mankind say that he quits. It's worth mentioning. I guess this is kind of a gray area in a way in terms of the likes and dislikes. Is The Rock actually slips up and says, "I quit." And that's been a subject of debate. Like, when is saying "I quit" actually ending the match? Because The Rock did say the words, or he said he was gonna make Mankind say "I quit," but he still said "I quit." Is that a bit semanticsy? Is that a bit of semantics or anything like that? That I will leave up to you. Um, so those elements I think really adds to the match, and then and we're definitely going to bring it up, but then and The Rock repeatedly dinking Mankind in the head and just absolutely punishing him that final stretch until Mankind finally collapses and says "I quit." Which is actually revealed to be a fake because as Mankind said that exact phrasing on Heat, so they just replayed the clip from the moment where he says those specific words on Heat and plays them throughout out. And first of all, how convenient that Mankind just happened to say those exact words, and then it was used in the match. But also, I do wonder if that was the plan all along, was for the corporation to try to use that clip to screw Mankind over, or if they tried to play it off as legit, but they were caught by too many people, so they tried to play it off. Now, obviously, I wasn't watching at the time; I wasn't even alive yet, so I can't say for sure. But it wouldn't surprise me if maybe it was a little bit of both. Well, for now, I'm just going to go. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was probably according to plan, but that does lead to the rematch at halftime Heat in the empty arena match. Cool to see he kept it going from there. But The Rock absolutely looks like a madman, and again, and Mankind and slash Mick Foley absolutely sacrificing himself and his body to make his opponents look very strong and very very deadly. We saw it. Crazy how he had the threat of it as of late. We've seen it with Edge. That was from last year slash WrestleMania 22 in 2006. Because I reviewed that later on. Then we saw it with Triple H earlier in the year when he fought Cactus Jack. Like, I should say into the timelines are a little weird. Here, I'm talking about my review schedule of it. It obviously that match takes place after this one, but then we also see it here in this match, and The Rock looks like an absolute madman. Mankind looks like an absolute like an absolute beast that can't be taken down easily. He absorbs a lot of the punishment, so I think they're able to accomplish both relatively well for the most part. All right, in terms of what I didn't quite like as much, let's get it out of the way. Hey, the chair shots to the head do get very uncomfortable very fast. As if it's been a while since you've seen this match, it is just as uncomfortable to watch as you remember. And it makes it worse the fact that Mankind's wife and his daughter, her Noelle, were in the audience, and they had to witness that. And apparently they were pretty upset, pretty traumatized from that. Yeah, that's I imagine that's gotta be pretty scary to see. Especially because Noel was pretty young at that time, but I imagine that had to be pretty traumatizing, and I think that's another reason why I definitely can't see myself becoming a wrestler, because if something like that happened, and like if I was in like let's say I was in like a death match or something like that, and something like that happened where I get like cut open and stuff like that, at had and which Mick Foley does get, or Mankind I should say. You get the idea. Feel like I'm interchanging between the two, but Mankind does get busted open. But I imagine, like, if something like that happened to me, like my family would probably be very uncomfortable. And how would you even explain, I mean, to your family what exactly is going on the fact that, hey, no, oh, it looks like it hurts, and it definitely does, but it's all part of the show. I agree to it. Apparently apparently he they say Rock went overboard with the chair shots. He apparently wasn't supposed to do that many. He's so it makes for a hell of a visual, but at the same time, Jesus, it's like it does, like I said, it accomplishes its goal. It makes The Rock look very like dangerous, very bloodthirsty. Yeah, but at the same time, man, it is definitely, he like, hey, if you are squeamish, if you are someone who doesn't like shots to the head, especially knowing what we know now about like concussions and CTE and stuff like that, and it's a pretty, it can be pretty uncomfortable to sit through in terms of the match. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, or this review, I would say. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and turn on those social notifications so you know every single time I upload a video, so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on this match and now my review of it. Did you enjoy? Did you like the match? Did you like my review of it? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.